Right, today we're going to learn how to use Flourish Studio. You can see there's plenty of templates. There are some premium features as well, but the one we're going to concentrate today is going to be right at the bottom, and we're going to use the word cloud. We can start with this template design, but I wanted to bring and import the other design that I've created. So to do that, on the top right corner we click on duplicate. After we do that, we have to click again duplicate and edit, and this looks like it has been moved over into our account, but there's one more step. On the left top we need to click again duplicate, and now that has been duplicated into our account. Let's refresh that. You can see the copy of KGPS WORD CLOUD is open. The preview is not actually what it is, so we're gonna open that app. First we're gonna rename that. We're creating something else. We're creating RPPS. So we have two tabs. There's a preview and the data. I'll explain the data in a second. And in the preview panel on the right hand side we have a menu where we can choose how we want to import our data, and also we can limit the words that's going to appear on our design. So let's change that number to 10, and we can see that the words going to be filtered now, and some of them going to disappear from our layout. We can also exclude some common words, strip all trailing S from words, and we can also convert all words to lowercase, which is quite useful sometimes. So the next panel is the cloud style. This is for styling. I found that works for me for those words, but if we're going to have different style, that need to be adjusted. At the moment we have one angle, but we can change that. We can add more angles if we like to. 2 will give you horizontal and vertical alignments, but at the moment we're just going to concentrate on the one angle. Above that we have spacing and layout. So spacing is very straightforward, and the layout is just different layouts for your canvas, for your words. So play with that and find the layout that works for you. Next in the menu we have colors, and here you can create your own palette, and sometimes I found that you have to switch the place that your colors are in, otherwise they're not going to reflect what you see on your design on a canvas, but we might see this error later on in our tutorial. Next on our menu is the animations. You can have auto fade, grow or none, so you can play with that. Next one up is the number formatting. I'm not going to cover that here. Also next up is the pop-up panel. You can turn that off completely. I don't think you need that. You can play with that on your own. Then we have a layout where you can select your font and your main color if you're not using your own color palette. Also there's a formatting, alignment, max width, and you can play with those settings. They're very easy to use. Next we have header. You can type in and style your header if you're creating your design entirely here and you're not going to add that anywhere else. Also there's a footer option. You can add your footer. This is very straightforward and easy to use. And we have our accessibility panel where we can add a description of what we're creating. So now we're gonna go to our data panel where we can add individual words. We can assign a different size to each word and also assign the color for each. And in the top right corner we can upload the data, so we can upload our document if we have the words created that way. But at the moment I'm just going to copy and paste because we already have some settings applied and we have our own color, right? So I'm just going to select all these schools, delete that, and we're going to paste our data that we copied from the other document. So now we're going to fill in the empty data. Otherwise those words won't show up on our document. And also we might want to use just one color at the moment.
You should refresh, yeah, and you can see the navy color is actually our blue now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to our preview, we're gonna go to colors, we're gonna edit the palette, and now we can see the blue on the top, and we name that navy, so we're gonna bring that navy to the top, and now that navy is actually the navy color. So there's another trick when we go to the Flourish app. This is the new design. I just want to quickly show that. So when we turn off the animations, right, and if we go to Cloud Style and we start changing the styles, they right away appear. You don't have to wait for that animation to happen. Okay, let's go back to our original design and let's go to our data panel, and we're gonna play a bit more and adjust the sizing. And these numbers works well with my design, but you can enter here any number you wish to, and it's good to play with that and add different numbers, but my client wanted to have this particular style. Okay, this looks good enough, so let's look at the export and publishing. So what's cool about it, you can add that to the Canva. You can add this as a presentation with just one click, which we're going to do now. So we have to publish that. We will allow anyone to duplicate this project in the data. So if we're going to share that with anyone and anyone want to duplicate that, they can, and they will have that styling applied. So we're going to publish that. And now we can embed that to the website. We can download as HTML as an image, and we can add that to a Canva presentation. So let's do that, add Canva. Flourish is a part of the Canva family. You can use your Canva app to add your Flourish project to Canva presentation or designs. So that's cool. Let's do that. Let's add that using existing design. I'm going to select the project. Okay, so we are now in a Canva. And on the left hand side, I've added the Flourish app already. To do that, you go to apps, you type in Flourish. Add Flourish. Okay, we have added our new Flourish account. Let's add that here. So now if we do want to disable the animations, we can go edit, animations, out of fade, none. Okay, export, publish, and by republishing this, we remove now the animation, and let's close this. We're going to go to our Canva app, and we can see now that there's no animation to it. And that's how we add Flourish visualization to your projects in Canva. Okay, the final tip for this tutorial is when working with Canva, sometimes it's difficult to find your new design, but if you type in the name of your Flourish word cloud, it should appear right away into the Canva app. So now, if this has been useful to you, if you learn anything and you applied this app into your workflow, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.